Oh, it's a bat-fantastic day today, everybody, because here we are going to be talking about absolute Batman. Is it any good? How different is it? Is it worth your time? We are, everybody, we love ourselves some Batman stories. And so here we're going to be chit-chatting about all things absolute Batman on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first. I talk first.
Hey, I'll talk first. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Buster, along with the one, the only, and easily prepared with his bat hat, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land. I have my bat hat. I do have a Batman t-shirt. Granted, it's the Batman, but
oh yes.
But yes, I am batted out, I guess.
Well, today, everybody, we're going to be talking about absolute Batman. Mike had told me about it. We briefly talked about it, I think, last week. And he had sent me my own copy of issue 1, which is very thankful. And so we decided to get into the first story, which is the first 6 issues. At first, I thought it was only the first 5 issues. I thought, well, I might have said 6, but by the time I got through them, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta read the next one. Yeah, it's 6 episodes.
Did you read the actual volume 1, or did you read them
each individual?
Okay, because I think volume 1 is actually also on DC Infinite. I think it's available that way too on DC Infinite.
Yeah,
but either way, you read the story, so.
Yeah, so everybody, Mike shares his DC Infinite with me, so I can read it.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know what he's talking about.
Man, sometimes Mike is in Denver, and sometimes he's in St. Louis area. I have a VPN, everybody, that tells everybody I'm in Denver. Even my work computers think
I have no clue what Steven's talking about. He's lost his mind.
What? Yes. All right. Well, hey, we've got a jam-packed show today, everybody, so pretty excited about it. So we're just going to roll right into it real quick. And then let's do this. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and hit geeky news because there's some interesting things that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, dighty.
All right. First off, I have this.
Okay, hang on. Let me get it on the. I've got a screen share for you.
I saw this yesterday, the day before yesterday. Ian Desher, he's the author of Star Wars Shakespeare, and he posted on his personal Facebook page on January 14th. He posted in the future, folks.
Yeah.
He posted on January 14th that there's a new Star Wars Shakespeare coming, and it's going to be the Mandalorian of Navarro. So that looks like it's going to be great, and it'll be a Star Wars Shakespeare I'm going to have to pick up when it comes out. And who knows, maybe he can come back on the podcast again.
Yeah, I'd love to have him come back.
For those of you who don't know, we had Ian on the show, and Ian even gave us a couple, what do you call them?
Author plates?
Yeah, author plates. Signature plates to give out. So maybe he'll do that again. Who knows? We'll see.
Maybe. Oh, yep. We got other geeky news we'll talk about too. Okay, yeah. Hey, that's cool. Man, could you imagine if they did another audio version? The audio versions are fantastic. Fantabulous.
Yes. I have the first 3 books, which I have Star Wars, Empire, and Return.
Mhm.
I didn't get anything beyond those 3. But and I think they only did audios for Star Wars Empire and Return. I don't think they did any of the other audios. And those are fantastic.
Yeah, I'll take a look here real quick and see. But yeah, they're really good. The acting is great. You've got the Shakespeare, I don't want to say cheese factor, but when Han Solo gets in there, you're like, it's your,
Well, and the cast features somebody else we had on the podcast too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. His name is just slipping my mind right now. Gosh. I can see his face, but you can't see what's in my head. So,
right. That would be
See, you're having the same problem.
Mark Thompson.
Yes, Mark Thompson. Thank you.
Yes.
Mark Thompson does a lot of
the Star Wars books.
Yes, he does a lot of the Star Wars books, but he was one of the cast because there was a full cast in the Star Wars Shakespeare stuff. And Mark Thompson was kind enough to be on one of our episodes. So that's another guest that's tied to this, to these projects anyway.
Yeah. Well, just like you, I have Star Wars, the Empire, the William Shakespeare Star Wars, William Shakespeare's The Empire Striketh Back, and William Shakespeare The Jedi Doth Return. And then they do have William Shakespeare The Fourth Doth Awaken.
Oh, an audio of that one.
They do have an audio of that.
Oh, okay.
But
that must be the newest one that they have then.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that one. I knew they did the 3, and those are fantastic. So,
oh gosh,
definitely listen to those. That's
worth every penny.
Yeah, that's the way to experience that.
Experience those. Yes,
definitely.
Yes, very much so.
All right, moving on to the next geeky news. This is so we can finally talk about it because it is now on StarWars.com. So
yes, I briefly mentioned it, but Mike reinforced the fact that as a show, we don't like just to talk rumors unless it's official.
And we've been hearing for, I don't know, at least 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ever since we started the podcast.
Pretty much. Well, that's 5 years for sure that Kathleen Kennedy was stepping down as the president of Lucasfilms Limited. And now it is official. She is stepping down. And in her place will be 2 people, which will be Dave Filoni. He will lead up the studio as president and chief creative officer, which that he had already been announced that he was chief creative officer last year, year before last, I forget. And then Lin-Wen Brennahan, I hope I'm saying that right, will be
Brennan.
Brennan, okay. His co-president. So I'm sure she's going to be handling like the financial sides of the business.
Yeah, she worked her way up. If I remember correctly, she's been part of the whole Star Wars, Lucasfilm, ILM family for a long time, working her way up.
That could be good. It could be bad. Who knows? I hope this is a good change. I mean, I like Filoni. Filoni was handpicked by George Lucas himself, but then again, so is Kathleen Kennedy. And I have not been happy with Kathleen Kennedy's choices over the last almost since the beginning. Almost.
Yeah.
And Dave not only was handpicked, but he was trained by George Lucas.
Yeah.
So hopefully things get better. Because again, creatively, I don't think they had went in the right direction. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I think Dave has been trying to steer the ship back to the course Star Wars should be on.
Yeah.
But I think that's been a struggle with Kathleen Kennedy in charge. And hopefully he doesn't have those issues with Lin Wen.
Linwin. What a neat name. Linwin.
That's an
It's
interesting.
unique. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's our big news right there. Dave Filoni will be in charge now.
All right. Very cool. Well, the other thing, everybody, real quick, the last little Geekdar, or before we hit Geekdar, but our geeky news is, here, we'll put this on here. I'll share this.
Oh, thank you. Yes. January 15th was our 5th anniversary as a podcast.
Yes, 5 years. Oh my gosh. And I felt every one up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. It's been a quick 5 years. It's been great. So
happy podiversary, my friend.
Right. Happy podiversary. Yes. Yes. Right back to you, man.
Yes.
So
thank you, Simon. Appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah. It's hard to believe. Woo. And all that. So, oops. I missed Brenda's on the last one. Sorry. Brenda goes, na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Not going to miss her in reference to our Catholic.
Well, we could also sing, ding dong, the witch is dead.
Right.
Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Oh, gosh. Yes. Very much
from what I understand, she will continue as a producer. I don't know if she's going to continue with Lucasfilms, though. I think she's probably going to go out on her own, at least.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So we wish her farewell.
Fare thee well.
Fairly well. I like that.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I got for geeky news, though.
Okay. Awesome. Well, real quick, I just want to go back to the 5 years. Mike, it has been a privilege to do these last 5 years with you.
Thank you. It has with you also.
Yeah.
We've had our be with you also.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you. Right on. So, and everybody, just so you know, in a couple of weeks, what we've done every year has Star Wars Podcast Day. So we're talking about Star Wars. So we are going to do a special episode for Star Wars Podcast Day as well.
Yeah, we're still discussing exactly what we're going to do.
Right? Yes. Yes.
Well, if since it is our 5th anniversary, I hadn't really thought about this for the podcast, though. And if you got a favorite episode of ours, put it in there. Put it in the
put it in the comments.
Or put it in our comments on Facebook, or wherever you're watching this. Put it in the comments what your favorite Two Geeks episode was. What was the favorite thing we covered, or
Yeah. I half expect our friends from other podcast universes, such as the Three Geeky Dads, they'll probably pick up one they'll comment, the one that you had the Three Geeky Dads on.
Well, of course.
Or nerdery murdery guys. They're coming in saying, "Oh yeah, this one that you had the nerdery murdery guys on, Zig and Jeff."
Yeah, anything that's Zig centric. Yeah, of course.
Of course. Yes. Oh my goodness. So, all right, are we ready to hit the Geek Jar?
1 second. I want to put one thing on here. Brenda says, "Hey, sometimes your best ideas come at the last minute." That is true.
That is true. Yeah.
Sometimes they actually come on the air.
Yeah. And we pivot accordingly. All right. Well, here, let's go to the next thing.
Go with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. It's not all he's lost.
Okay. I have a few things for
Geek Jar?
Our Geek Jar.
Right on.
I almost said our Geek Flag, but this is the wrong show.
Yeah, that would be Three Geeky Dads. Whoops.
So Steven, he brought up a book that he got recently for his
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Yes.
The Lone Wolf series.
Yes.
Well, I went to order them It's kind of funny. And I told Steven this last night.
Yeah.
I went to order them, and I thought I was ordering the first 5 books, which was going to be a great deal. It was supposed to be for $38. You got the first 5 books of the Lone Wolf series. And lo and behold, the package shows up yesterday. Brenda opens it, and she goes, "How many books did you say was in this?" I said 5. She goes, "You got 7." I was like, 7? What are you talking about? And then I started looking at them. Yeah, I got 6 through 12.
Number 6 through 12
Right.
of the series.
Right. So it turns out books 1 through 5, the books 1 through 5 package is sold out. So
wait,
still got the 7 for $40.
Did you go back to look at your Amazon to see which ones you did buy?
Well, no, I did order these. I think I just saw that these were
a group. Yeah. Okay.
And it was the group, and I just picked it. I guess sometimes I need to pay a little closer attention to details.
You do a good job.
So I got books 6 through 12.
Well, here's the thing.
The Lone Wolf series.
Everybody is so here's kind of in the story. The first 5 books are their own arc, and it's the Kai series. So you see how mine on the cover it says Kai. And man, these covers are just great.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic covers.
And all. So, but look on the spine of yours at the bottom, and what does it say?
It says Magna Chi.
It says Magna Chi. So that's the Magna Chi, the whole Magna Chi series. It's kind of the
trying to bring that up to the.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, Magna Chi 1. Yeah, you'll enjoy those. Those are good.
So yeah, I got the second part of the journey.
So now we got to figure out a way to get you the first 5 books.
Yeah, because I kind of want to do episodes on these. The other thing, I went specifically to the comic book store yesterday because I wanted to go pick this up because I know it came out last week, and we had announced this on the air, but I got
the Battle of the Century: Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man.
Now the cool thing is, so this is a facsimile of the original print from 1970. What year is this? 76. That would have been 70 because it's 50 years old this year.
Oh, okay.
It's the 50th anniversary. This is the very first time that Marvel and DC crossed over into the same comic book. So that's what's significant about this book. And they took their 2 biggest characters, Spider-Man and Superman, and put them together in one gigantic book.
That's huge.
It's got some beautiful, beautiful pages in it, too. Let me see if I can find a really good. Let's see here. Looking for a really good panel to show. Oh, here's a good.
Oh yeah. Okay. So everybody's showing a picture with it's a 2-page panel
with Superman and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And the back is really cool looking too.
Yeah.
Superman and Spider-Man standing back to back. Really, really good. I like that. So yeah, this was $20, and it was at my comic book store waiting for me Friday when I walked in. And then the last thing I have for Geektar, Brendan and I started new to us. I think it came out last year. We started watching Silo on Apple TV.
Oh yeah.
Really good show. It's really interesting. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic story.
Yeah, that's the one with Rebecca Ferguson, right?
Yeah, yeah. And all these people, there's like 10,000 people, and they're living in a silo. This silo is humongous, though, and apparently I'm thinking it's underground actually, and they've been living in this these people have been living in this for 140 years. So a lot of the people, they've lived there everyone in there has lived there their entire life and never known anything outside of it and stuff. And they've been led to believe that outside is just, wasteland, but there are some who believe that they're being lied to and that there's actually lush green and blue skies and stuff. And it's quite the mystery. It's pretty interesting. And so far,
Okay.
I think we're 7 episodes in, I want to say, of the first.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, we've been watching a couple episodes a night.
Yeah. Right on. Okay. Cool. Real quick.
Hey, good morning.
Wookiees Movies and Music. Hi, fellas. Good morning. Good morning. Excited. He's got a great show. If anybody's ever seen him, please check out his YouTube channel.
Cool.
Does a lot of crossovers with a lot of different people, a lot of horror movie stuff, which is cool. I took some recommendations that they had suggested and watched some movies that have been kind of fun.
Nice.
And yeah, so Brenda has said the episode she loves, she really enjoyed the 3-way crossover on V. That was with the 3 geeky dads as well as Nerdery and Murdery. We took on the series.
That was a big one.
The series. Which ones? We did the
we did the original series.
The original series.
And then we did the
follow-up series.
Right, the follow-up series, which was still
and then the series V Final Battle.
Right.
Or no. Yeah. Those are the 3. Yeah. Not in that order. They didn't release in that order. Yeah. We were talking about our favorite episodes, everybody. And then also Brenda says, I love the crossover on The Exorcist. That was fun. Yes. That was good. That episode was good because you also went to those places in St. Louis, which made that pretty cool. That was really neat.
Yep. I enjoyed making that one. That was a good one. And we read the book and talked about the book and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Everybody, if you're joining us, we're just talking about, we said that if you want to comment on your favorite shows that we've done the last 5 years, today is 2 days ago, technically, was our 5-year anniversary date. And so we just kind of reminisced a little bit, just as a note saying we've been on the air for 5 years.
Half a decade.
Half a decade. Gosh, that makes it sound even wilder and stuff. All right. Well, are we ready to go to the main event?
I think so.
Let's do the main event. Here we go. It's time for the main event. AT then. Here we are. Real quick.
Jump back through my notes. Okay.
Woogie says, congrats. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. What else do we have going on and happening? Oh, we got that. We'll do this comment in a second. So everybody, if you're joining us, here's our main event. Today we are talking about absolute Batman and all. And here's my wife putting bunny ears above my head.
She's awake. Good morning.
Right? She's awake. They say good morning, babe. She says good morning. Yeah, there's a just for we're in Montana and Montana State here. That's here in Bozeman. They won the nationals, the college football, and so there's a parade today. So she wanted to go to the parade. So she's up to go to the parade. She loves her football.
I approve of that. I just don't approve of her NFL team. That's all.
That's all right. Happy anniversary to 2 Geeks and a Microphone. Thank you, Roger. We really appreciate that. So,
although I will say, Illini, Illinois' team, did win a bowl this year. So
nice.
Yeah, that's cool. It's been a long time since Illini has won a bowl. So go Fighting Illini. Yeah.
All right, we are talking absolute Batman, everybody. And so Mike mentioned this was out. I wasn't too sure about it, to be open with you guys, about absolute Batman.
I love that cover, too.
Yeah, it is a good cover. Because many of you know that I am not an Elseworlds multiverse.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't Elseworlds. This is multiverse.
It is multiverse. More so on the multiverse side than I'm on the Elseworld side. Right. You know, because I mean, Gotham by Gaslight was my favorite Elseworlds.
Right. Yeah, you usually like the Elseworld stuff.
Yeah. But the multiverse stuff, I don't know. So this is what we're going to talk about today, everybody.
Steven's crossing over to the dark side.
Well, we will see.
Come to the dark side. We have batarangs.
Right. By the way, for you, Mike, my wife
I
says,
saw it.
settle down, Mike. And then she was like, go Chiefs.
Yeah, go Chiefs. Didn't Mahomes hurt himself? And isn't he like out for even like half of next season?
Listen, stop. I don't
Oh,
want to
and the Chiefs are going. They're going out of Missouri. Just saying.
They're going over to the Kansas side.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of people upset about that, but they're not in the best part of town. The stadiums are not the football and baseball stadiums are not the best part of town now. So I think that's part of it. And all. Anyway, sorry. I digress.
Okay, that concludes our sports talk for
that's sports talk. No more sports talk. We're here to talk absolute Batman. Absolute. So, Mike, first tell me about what is the whole thing with this absolute universe? What's the premise behind it? Because that's what I was trying to understand. Like, okay, we got absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash,
Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Deathstroke's coming. Which I'm really, really excited about. Deathstroke. I don't really understand exactly how the absolute came about. It has to do with the big bad. What's the big bad DC big bad guy? Gosh, why can't
Darkseid?
Yes, Darkseid.
Okay,
Darkseid has something to do with the creation of this absolute universe.
Okay.
And I didn't think I was going to like this universe whatsoever. When it first started, I was just like, yeah, I don't think this is for me. And I happened to see the first issue of Absolute Batman. Well, I've read part of the first of Absolute Superman. And what I read, I was just kind of iffy on it. I was like, okay, it's but then I was like, well, maybe I should give Batman a chance because Batman is my favorite DC character.
Yeah.
And so I read the first episode or first issue and I was just like, oh wow, I really like this. I like the ideas that they're presenting here. Because they completely flip the whole Batman universe on its head, is what they do. Bruce Wayne has no money. He's just a working class Joe. He's not a billionaire in here. But yet the Joker is a billionaire.
I caught that as we were reading it. I was like, interesting.
Right. So they completely flip his world and they change a lot of things in it. And that was part of the reason I thought I wouldn't like it, actually. But the more I read it, I really, really like this version of Batman. Now, is he the definitive version of Batman? No, not at all. The definitive version is the main one in the main DC universe, in my opinion. But I'm really enjoying this. I think it's a really neat take on the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been this discussion for as long as I can remember of, well, Batman couldn't be Batman without the money. Well,
someone took that to task. They said, okay, all right.
Somebody said,
challenge accepted.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Or hold my liquid death. Because I'm
liquid. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so real quick, let me shoot a note. We had someone chime in, Mr. Slaughtered Lamb. Love it. Absolute Batman is absolutely not for me. I see what you did there.
And I get it. I totally
personally
get it.
It takes away everything that makes Batman great. I too was apprehensive before. And if you had not said, let's read the first story, let's read the whole thing through. Because even the first book was good. It was interesting. I was like, okay, all right. It seemed like a regular Batman thing, but then it plays out, well, he doesn't have the money. Then you're like, I love the aspect we get Alfred or Pennyworth.
Alfred's awesome.
I loved him. I was like, when it started off with Alfred, it's Alfred Pennyworth. I'm like, what? But it takes his MI6 background, but really pours it into his, how shall I say, his really builds that was where his career was, ended up being. Also, Mr. Slaughtered Lamb says, recently rewatched the Batman animated series. For me, that is peak Batman.
Well, if you've been listening to us for a while, you know that when I read Batman, I hear Kevin Conroy's voice in my head.
Yes.
When, for all the Batman dialogue. In fact, I think they should redub all of the Dark Knight series, the entire Dark Knight movies, which I do love the Dark Knight series. In fact, the Dark Knight is probably my second favorite Batman movie. But I think they should redub all the Batman lines with Kevin Conroy's voice.
We should have. We just need him to say hockey pants. I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Oh my God, I might get that.
Yeah. Roger says, "Make Batman great again." It's so funny. Well, the premise is I was nervous, I was apprehensive, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to go through the whole thing." And so we're going to talk about it.
I told you, read the first issue and then let me know if you're willing to do this for an episode. Because if you didn't want to do it, I wasn't going to make you do it. But
no, but see, sometimes if we disagree, that's when it's really
That's true. That's true.
Sparks some interesting discussion.
I also know that you don't like the multiverse.
I'm not a multiverse fan, no.
But I gotta say, I like this. I don't know, section of the multiverse so far.
Okay.
So far.
All right. Well, let's do this. What do you say do you want to talk about the main differences and stuff before we get into the story, just so everyone gets a kind of a big picture view, or do you want to talk about story first, or what do you think is our best?
Well, okay. So the main difference is Bruce isn't a billionaire, and the Joker is usually the chaotic anarchist, but with no income. But now, Bruce, he's a working class citizen. He's a city engineer, a construction worker, and the Joker is a billionaire. He's the one with the resources, keeping a pristine, wealthy, and terrifying persona. Now, we haven't really got into the Joker, really. They've just had a few panels.
Just a few panels, and you don't really see them.
Right.
I didn't understand one of the panels. I was going to ask you about it, but...
Are you I think you're referring to the one where they said something about he never laughs or something, and then that's
it was an image of his hand that was white, and then the next image it was flesh color.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't read any of the Joker stuff yet. I know he looks like a monster in this, though.
Yeah,
I've seen some images.
I saw the cover of the latest issue that's on Disney Infinite that looks like the Joker. Kind of looks like the Joker. Looks like a Raptor / Joker / Arkham video game ending.
So the Joker remains to be seen how well we're going to like him or not.
Right.
So yeah, let's move on to the origin. So this changes the origin a little bit too, because we all know the origin has been done and done and done again. And we don't.
You talk about the crime alley scene,
right? And we sure don't need to see that anymore in the movies. I think everybody understands Batman's origin, but this one it changes it slightly. First of all, Wayne and Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne, they are not millionaires. They're working class. Thomas is a teacher.
He's a teacher, right? And she's a social worker, I think, right?
She's a social worker, which she does become deputy mayor by the time Bruce grows up. She's deputy mayor. And instead of both the parents being killed by Joe Chill, only Thomas is killed. So we didn't state definitely spoilers throughout this. We're not going to be able.
Oh yeah, spoilers, everybody.
We're not going to be able to do this without spoilers. So if you don't want the spoilers, go read the book and then come back and watch our episode.
Yeah. For how much you probably would buy the books, you could probably get a year's worth of DC Infinite.
Excuse me,
about the physical copies. So
well, and I'm starting to get into the whole doing the trade paperback thing, and I think that's the way I'm going to collect at least Absolute Batman and Absolute Flash. I already got volume 1s of Batman and Flash. So I think I'm going to just continue that for the absolute ones. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go into Superman and Wonder Woman yet. I kind of want to do the Green Lantern. I've heard Martian Manhunter, one of the guys that works at the comic book store, he really likes the Martian Manhunter. I don't know if I will or not. It's got a weird look to it. It's
Okay.
I don't know. It looks very modern artish, and I don't know if I like the art style. But
one of these issues of Absolute Batman had a section of it that was weird art, and I didn't know if I liked it or not.
yeah, I get it. And I get questioning art on this, and we'll talk about the costume and the look of the Batman, because it is a drastic change for the Batman. So anyway, the origin, Thomas Wayne takes his kids, he's a school teacher, and he takes them on a field trip to the Gotham Zoo. And there is a shooting at the zoo, a mass shooting, and it's done by Joe Chill still. Joe Chill is still the killer. But Thomas is kind of a hero because he shuts the kids into a bat display of all things, and locks them in there so that the killer can't shoot the kids, and Thomas is murdered in that instance. So Batman loses his father, but he doesn't lose his mother. So that's one of the big differences between Absolute Batman and the main continuity.
Yeah. And it's really good. So real quick, Mr. Slaughtered Lamb says it's more the whole One Bad Day arc is just so good. The whole monstrified villains is just not for me. I personally like the more grounded Rogues Gallery. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we went over the One Bad Day, and I didn't like that as much as I thought I was going to. I was a little disappointed in that arc. I don't know. I just it wasn't. All right. It was okay. Some of it was better than others. Some issues were really good, and then others were just like meh.
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's the thing. We can all have our own thoughts on why they're like them. Absolutely.
I'm not.
I'm
putting down his opinion whatsoever. Yeah. I'm just saying I just didn't care for that story arc that very much.
I'm curious about the whole monstrified Rogues Gallery. I'm going to pay attention to that as we continue on, because I'm going to keep reading the series. There's like 12 issues out. We just did 1 through 6, so there may be more out actually. So okay. So go.
Where they're up to, but Volume 2 is supposed to be coming out, and I'm excited because Volume 2 has Bane on the cover, so that looks pretty cool. And I like Bane too. Yeah.
So here's the thing on that. One of the things that you mentioned, that he was a school Thomas Wayne was a school teacher, but he really invested in his son, thus our Bruce Wayne, who was wickedly smart. And they show that as a kid, he wins a science fair because he builds a bridge. He designs a bridge in the shape of a bat,
right?
Kind of a thing. And he wins. And so then, because of wins, the whole group gets to go to the zoo as the prize, his whole class. And so that's how they get to the zoo.
Right.
And so I thought that was really cool. So
I also like how Bruce he seems to have this fascination with bats from a young age, where in the main continuity, it's just Bruce ends up with
fear, right?
Yeah, it's more of a fear because he falls into the cave underneath, Wayne Manor, and I don't know. I like this whole thing that he has this fascination with bats and he's wanting to learn more. And Bruce gets that way in the main continuity too, but he has it as a child in this, and I think it's cool because it's just it's like it's in his blood,
Yeah.
Which I enjoy that aspect of it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So it opens up and we meet Alfred Pennyworth. I loved this part. And through the whole series, Alfred is here as a mercenary, I took it as a mercenary form. Almost for me, another Slade Wilson to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Is how I looked at it. And I think that's why
I like him.
Gotcha.
Because I love Slade Wilson / Deathstroke. Another one of my all-time favorites in DC Comics.
Yeah. It had that vibe to it, to him.
Yes.
And I liked it.
Although I think Alfred has a little more
he's thinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right word. He's more not humane, caring in a way. I mean, I don't know. It's hard.
He has a moral code behind what he does. Like there's a certain Okay. He doesn't just take orders blind.
Deathstroke has a moral code too. It just might be a little more twisted.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but you're right. I agree with that. Comparing him to Deathstroke, I think that's a good comparison. And me being a huge Deathstroke fan, I think that's why I like Alfred in this.
Well, I liked it because Alfred in here, as you read the books, everybody, they are worth a read. Whether or not you think you may like it, like I did, I wasn't really for sure. I said, but I'm going to go ahead and be fair about it and read them. I really enjoyed them because Alfred is like studying Bruce Wayne as Batman, knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne,
and doesn't like him at first.
And does not like him at first, and then but continues to surprise him. Like in just 2 to 3 pages, there's one section where he says, "I really hate him," and then I'm like, then he's like, "I think I really like him,"
Yes.
And so I enjoyed Alfred's character in this, what they made him to be.
Well, I love how Alfred trails him, and I mean, he even follows him straight up to him meeting his mother.
Yeah.
And Alfred's like, I could take you out right here, right in front of your mom,
Yeah.
And he's like, but I won't. And then like the next day, Batman sneaks up on him and goes, yeah, I follow people too. And I absolutely loved that. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Because it just shows how stealth this Batman is, which I think is hard to do because, man, this dude is big.
He's ginormous. That's the one big difference. It's like naturally done Venom. In other words, if you follow Venom, because even Jim Gordon in the Venom series, he's like, man, you're looking beefier. He's already beefy.
Yeah.
Like over 6 feet tall and beefy. I mean, like driven.
You meant Jim Gordon in the Batman series because you said Venom series.
I don't think
Jim's ever met Venom.
In the Venom storyline of Batman, because the stuff was called Venom. It was the stuff they gave.
Yeah. Okay.
And so sorry, yeah.
In the Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight books when they introduced Venom. Oh,
the Venom storyline.
I wonder if they'll introduce Venom in the Absolute universe.
I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet.
Be well, I mean, actually, they have to because they got Bane.
Bane is in there.
Bane used the Venom. So, yeah. So that means we're getting Venom in
but this. He's ginormous. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. At first, I didn't know if I liked his look. That was part of the reason I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this series because I didn't. Well, it was mainly the bat symbol.
Yeah.
I hated the bat symbol. Now after reading it, I understand the purpose of the bat symbol being the way it is. I still don't know if I like the look of it.
Sure.
Because the bat symbol on his chest actually becomes one of his weapons, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like that idea. They had some really cool ideas for his suit and his gadgets in this. My favorite being the bat ears on the cowl.
That was knives.
That are knives or batarangs. Either one. And I'm like, oh, that is such a cool idea. And like, so you probably didn't see it, but at the end of the volume 1, they have sketches. Let's see. And the sketches show the breakdown of the costume a little bit and kind of explain it. Trying to find the page. Here it is. It'll be hard to show on the camera because I'm showing it right from the book.
Oh, it kind of shows that. Well, that's cool. The kind of the design of the outfit of his suit,
right? But one of them in here, they show the ears, and it says how the ears detach, and you get the best of both looks of Batman. Because that's been a debate with Bat fans for years and years: long ears or short ears. And a lot of times for me, it depends on the artist drawing them. Like McFarlane, you want when McFarlane drew Batman, you wanted those long ears because that's just part of his, aesthetic.
McFarlane style.
Yeah, his style and stuff. But then there are sometimes that I like the shorter ears. I think they look cool too. So for me, it just depends. It depends on who's drawing him, what the situation is. But with the absolute Batman, you can have the best of both worlds. And I absolutely love that. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I see what you did there. Let's make that a drinking game for that one today. Very cool. What did you think of the villain in the story? Everybody is Black Mask.
Black Mask.
And how do you feel about how they did Black Mask?
Okay, I've never been the biggest fan of this character, Black Mask. To me, he's just been like, whatever. I really liked him in this.
Okay.
He is diabolical.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, I think they really gave life to this character in this story. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I hated him, as you're supposed to. But I hated him and I loved him at the same time. I was like, this is a great Batman villain.
It is. Now, here's the thing about it that I really liked. This story, the Black Mask, is similar in theme to the Dark Knight movie trilogy. Because it's how do we get the city to implode on itself? Was how I took this. That's a good
comparison.
And it's with Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins, the whole framework was we kind of come and reset the balance, with the League of Shadows. But in this one, you have the Black Mask who is disseminating all these masks all over the city, and when you look inside of them, as you're looking through them, you get digital readouts and you can do different things to get money. It's a way to get money, but they're all illegal kind of things. Extortion, arson, murder, and even the storyline I thought was kind of cool because all of a sudden here comes Jim Gordon, pops up and is $1 million. $1 million.
$1 million.
And I thought that was an interesting premise that people were getting paid.
Martha Wayne was $1 million also because she's at this point she's deputy mayor.
She's deputy mayor at this point. That's correct. And her and Jim have some kind of relationship going. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just, hey, this is my sister kind of relationship, or there's something there between them, and I'm not sure what it is. But he cares for her; she seems to care for him.
Right.
But it doesn't seem romantic.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. I caught that too when he's in the hospital because he gets hurt in one of the. Because he's doing a press conference and the what do they call the gang? The gang's got a name and I can't think of what they're called now. It says in my notes somewhere.
It is
the Party Animals.
Party Animals. That's it.
So the masks that they're all wearing are like a lot of them are like monkey or ape skulls. is what the mask is.
Mhm.
Some of them are other animals too, but the majority of the ones you see are
Skulls,
usually
yeah.
monkey or ape skulls. And
Mhm.
they're wearing all these masks, and they had attacked during Gordon's press conference that he was having, and he got hurt
Mhm.
in that and put in the hospital. Well, Martha's there visiting him in the hospital, and there's
Yeah.
an exchange between the two of them, and that's what we're talking about, where you
Yeah.
can tell there's something there. We're just not 100% sure where
Yeah.
they're going with that relationship yet. But
And I tell you what, that press conference scene is my favorite scene, action sequence with Batman in the in the whole storyline. When you really get to see what he's capable of.
yes,
And I thought it was interesting that even Alfred would see him fight and say how he would stab. I mean, he's all about stabbing, amputating, all this kind of stuff. But
Oh.
Alfred,
the dude, the guy, he holds his fist up and says, "I've killed more people with my fist," or something.
yeah,
And then
with this hand,
that's when Batman, he pulls off the bat symbol off his chest, and
which is an axe.
it turns out it's an axe head, and he puts it on the handle that he's got. I don't know where he kept the handle, but puts it on the handle, and he chops the dude's hand off. And then he goes,
Right.
I hear they can sometimes reattach those. You might want to go to the east. I think there's a hospital. Or wait a minute, is it to the west? I don't remember which one way it is, but you probably should get going.
Yeah. Yeah. And Alfred notices and watches in that fight, and he's impressed with what he's doing, and really begins to realize who the Batman is, not identity wise, but capabilities. And he notices that as he's stabbing them, he is precise because he realizes that where he's stabbing them, he's not killing them purposefully. He's making sure that he's not doing death blows or, kind of thing. And he's being precise like a surgeon.
Well, and at one point, he steals one of Alfred's weapons, which is not the only thing he steals from Alfred.
Right.
But he steals one of Alfred's guns, and he turns it into a non-lethal gun.
Right. And it really makes him mad because he was like, it's my favorite gun.
Right.
Yeah. And it shoots, instead of being the shotgun, this overpowered shotgun, it ends up being, he transforms, what did it shoot? Like little mini batarangs?
Yeah, well,
because they're all stuck to his face.
I think he described them as bat pellets or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my favorite part was when he steals Alfred's motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, but you don't know who steals it at the beginning. They're like,
Right.
you don't want to have that in the neighborhood. You need to bring that in. So he goes out to get it. It's already gone. And then he's like, he hears this noise.
And he goes,
and it goes,
that's my motorcycle. And he just jumped from 1,000 foot.
Yeah, right. And the funny thing about that is the that makes you go back and wonder if as soon as he was in town, Bruce Wayne was already on him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're in town kind of thing. I don't know. It was just I didn't see that
like white on rice.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's just some interesting things to like about this whole Batman.
I enjoy this Batman.
I enjoyed him. I was worried about it, but he still has the mixed martial arts that he's learned, the different styles that he's learned. He's an incredible fighter. He's precise. He's still smart, super smart. But you think if someone was super smart, they'd have more money, I guess, to a certain degree.
And the thing is, he has worked his way through the city to learn the city too. That
I liked. Yes,
I thought that was cool because he worked like in the sewers, and he worked construction. Well, he's still working construction at this point and everything, but he learns the city, and that's how he knows how to get around, and how he's created different like hiding spots throughout the
safe. I don't know if I want to say safe houses or
something like that.
Yeah. and it's all in the symbol of a bat.
Right.
In his chest, and so which I thought was pretty funny. And of course, Alfred notices it, and as he's investigating, goes, "Of course,"
Because why wouldn't it be? And
right?
he builds all his gadgets, everything he builds, and then he's got this super ginormous, I don't know, dump truck Batmobile.
Yeah, which was pretty funny.
Which I don't know how that works, but yeah, the Batmobile itself was pretty darn cool.
For me, I accepted it as being part of the comic book and just trying to show who he is. And I like the fact it was a dump truck, and he says, "Can't you get this thing to move any faster?" And he says, like, "Hold on," another hold my beer moment,
Right. And what does Alfred say? Of course, he has homemade like jet afterburners or something as to power it and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I really like his gadgets, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to see more, I'm sure.
Yeah,
coming up. So
yeah, I am pleasantly surprised, and I think people should give it a shot, give it a try. If you are a Batman fan, and I took this more, I know it's multiverse, but I felt better saying it was an Elseworld story than multiverse story, because it's encapsulated in its own world, if that makes sense.
Well, however you have to put it in your head to get it to work.
My own headcanon. I love that. Yeah.
I'm all for it. If you don't want to call it a multiverse, that's fine. You don't have to, but it is.
But it is.
Hey, okay, I hate to stomp on your world, but it is.
I do need to talk about this that I thought was so intriguing. He has his buddies. He has these friends that he's grown up with. He was gone. They've done stuff together and stuff, and then they get together and they play poker. And lo and behold, it's the Rogue Gallery. It's the Bat Rogues Gallery, but they're all friends.
It's some of the most famous Bat Rogues Gallery too.
Do you think that they're going to make them as?
I don't know. Yeah, are they going to turn on him, or and become what we know as
what we know of them, of who they are, or
I don't know. But yeah, let's go down the list. So you got Waylon Jones, who's Killer Croc, and in this world, he's kind of the muscle and heart. So I don't know if they would change him, because he's like Bruce's best friend in this.
Mm-hmm.
He's Bruce's confidant in this too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And
what about Harvey? Was Harvey dead?
Yes, Harvey's one of them. But let's go down the list. So you got Waylon Jones. He's Killer Croc. In the main universe, he's a cannibal monster living in sewers. Here, he's human mostly, just incredibly large and suffering from a skin condition. He also has like a pet crocodile or something,
right?
Which I thought was interesting. And he owns a gym there, which is where Bruce works out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's arguably Bruce's best friend, loyal, protective, and surprisingly gentle with the crew. He's the guy watching Bruce's back in a bar fight. And I think that's a great description of him.
Yeah.
Next, we have Selena Kyle, who would be Catwoman. Her role would be the fence or the insider. The change.
We don't really see her.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We see her as a child, as a kid, but do we see her as an adult?
No, not as much. No, not really. They talk about her
story. Yeah.
They talk about her. I think she's going to play a much bigger role coming up.
Okay. Fair enough.
So the change, not strictly a villain, but definitely the one walking the finest line. She's aware of the criminal underworld and helps Bruce navigate it, but their relationship feels more like equals from the block rather than the hero versus the thief cat and mouse game, which I think that makes a lot of sense. So next we have Erwin Oz Cobblepot, the penguin. I thought he was really interesting. His role is the fixer or the hustler. The change. He isn't the monocle wearing mob boss yet. We don't know. Is he going to turn?
Yeah.
He's the guy who knows. He's the guy who knows the guy. He runs the local spots and handles the logistics. He's the street smart hustler of the group who keeps them connected to what's happening on the ground. And I loved in the comic, he creates like this AI skeleton thing.
Oh, yes.
It's like giving Alexa a skeleton, which I kind of want to do now. Then there's Edward or Eddie Nigma, the Riddler, and his role is the brains or the hacker. And the change is, instead of leaving green question marks at the crime scenes, he's using his genius intellect to help the crew solve problems. He is the tech support and the strategist. And I got to say, I like this version of him much more better.
Oh, much more better. Cheers.
Than I did the Riddler in The Batman. I was just not a big fan. Well, mainly it was his look. I hated his look. The whole S&M costume he wore, it just turned me off. I didn't like it.
It was weird. Yeah.
But so far, I know he's friends with Bruce in here. He's not Bruce's enemy so far, but I really like him in here. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
And then last, but certainly not least, one of Bruce Wayne's biggest enemies, Harvey Dent, Two-Face. His role is the politician, the face. Kind of now I'm starting to hear the A-Team theme go off in my head. Dun, 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 dun.
So he's face of the A-Team. So that's funny. So we have the Batman A-Team, and we even have face.
But if you think about it, yeah, that's kind of who Face is in the A-Team too.
Right.
Anyway, the change, he is still the golden boy trying to do good through the system, but he's right there in the dirt with them. Yeah. I think Harvey's going to change. If anyone out of this list changes, it will be Harvey, and he'll be the first one to go. Because so far he's just like he is in the main continuity. He is an attorney, and I'm sure he's going to become DA. And he is good friends with Bruce. All of that happened in the comic books. All of that happened in the main continuity. So that does not change whatsoever. And I think he's going to flip. I think we're going to get Harvey Two-Face.
Okay. Interesting.
If any of them changes, he's going to be the one, and he'll be the first.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. May have already happened. I don't know, because we still got 6 more issues to read after this one. So,
yeah, but I don't know how long. I mean, this isn't just a limited series, is it?
No, this is ongoing.
Just ongoing. Okay.
Yeah. As far as I know, so far, I think the Absolute Universe has been a pretty big hit, with the DC fandom.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they keep coming out with new ones. So, I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
I wonder if there's going to be Alfred's going to get his own series, kind of like the Terminator. Deathstroke.
I don't think Alfred will, because I think Alfred's going to stick with Batman. I think they're going to become more of, in a way, the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
That's another question. Will we get introduced to Robin in this universe? Is there going to be an absolute Robin? And what will he be like? There is the Red Hood is mentioned, but it's mentioned more as a operation or something. It's not.
Yeah.
The Red Hood is not mentioned as a particular character. It's more like a group.
It's a little drip for what may be coming.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Here's some breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. Yes, that's the way to say it. Yes, breadcrumbs.
Here's some breadcrumbs.
Very much so. Yes.
So, I don't know what to expect with the friends, but I like how they turned his rogues gallery into his best friends, not just friends, but they're his
best
closest
friends.
friends.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
and and I love this. I'll give this to Gemini, because Gemini gave me our notes. I had Gemini list our notes down for this series, and it entitled this section "Gotham's Brat Pack."
Oh, I like that.
I do too. I thought that was so cool. I'm like, yeah, that's the way we should refer to them from now on. They are Gotham's Brat Pack.
Yeah.
And so if you're an 80s kid, you know who I'm talking about, the Brat Pack of the 80s. Who is it? Emilio Estevez. Gosh, I can't think of all
That's
of them.
all right. I know what you're talking about.
It's like
Breakfast
the cast
Club.
of Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire and all that. They were known as the Brat Pack back in the 80s. So so if you're a Gen Xer, you get it. Which was a take off the Rat Pack, which was Sammy Davis Jr.
Frank Sinatra.
And all them.
Yeah.
They were the original Rat Pack. So
yes, very much so. Well, I thought it was a great series. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to continue it. I want to continue. I want to keep reading on it and stuff. That's how much I liked it.
So our scale, I think we'll use fat bat symbols.
Fat bat symbols. I love him. Okay, let's do it.
Because I'm still iffy on the bat symbol. I'm not sure I like it or not, but because it doesn't look like a bat to me. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, how many fat bat symbols would you give this comic?
Give it 8, a solid 8, 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it, and I want to continue it. So that's where I want to kind of continue where they're at and seeing how it unfolds. I'm curious to see Bane, because I really enjoy Bane. I love Bane. Not the movie Bane, either of the movie Banes, but the storyline, the Spanish prisoner who got tested on, super smart Bane, and the Joker. I saw the cover, and I want to read it because I don't know if I'm quite sold on it just yet.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm intrigued by how they're flipping the switch on him, though. So I want to know more about that. 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it a 9.
Ooh, okay.
I would give this a 10 if I like the bat symbol.
Okay.
The bat symbol kills me.
Yeah.
Still, but I mean, I get the significance of it towards the bat gadgets. I understand that.
But you could still had a different kind of axe that would still look like a really cool bat symbol.
Even if you had the regular bat symbol, it still works as an axe.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's what you should put in Gemini. You should put in Gemini. Hey, I'm designing a new Batman, and I want the bat symbol to be where you can pull it like an axe, but I want it to look like an old Norse axe.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So, I give this 9 out of 10 because I really, really liked this. And this was, I went into this with hesitation. I was not sure I was going to like this universe. I'm not 100% opposed to the multiverse like Steven is, because sometimes there are things I like about the multiverse. I get I get your arguments on the multiverse, and some of them I agree with. Some of it is lazy writing. I totally get it.
Yeah, this is not lazy writing.
Right. But I like how sometimes the multiverse will open up opportunities for different versions of the characters.
Yeah.
And I think this is an example of that done very well.
Yeah.
Is that to say that every absolute character is going to be a home run? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt that every one will be. We probably won't like every version of the absolute universe, But Batman, I got to say, he hits right where he's supposed to. That's right out of the park. Excellent.
Yeah. Nice.
And I will tell you now, the Flash is also.
Okay. We're doing the Flash next week, everybody. Absolute Flash. we're doing. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Well, hey, man, let's, we probably need to wrap things up and get things going. But anything else you want to chit-chat about or anything we missed that we want to talk about?
I don't think so. I think we hit everything that I really wanted to talk about in this series so far. I'm just saying I'm looking forward to more. Can't wait for Volume 2. And like you said, can't wait to see Bane introduced into this universe. Man, he's going to be total badass.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking
big
forward
beefy
to
Batman versus
Bane.
that was another comparison. Gemini gave a comparison where it said this was like the Dark Knight Returns meets oh shoot, not the Terminator, Road Warrior, Mad Max.
Mad Max. Okay,
it's like Dark Knight crossed with Mad Max, and I was like, "Oh,
okay, I could see that.
That's a pretty good description of this Batman."
It is. I concur.
He's got the bulkiness of the Dark Knight Batman, but he's young.
Yeah,
the Dark Knight Batman is old, so
right.
I love the Dark Knight Batman.
That's the Frank Miller Dark Knight.
Yes,
one
of my all-time favorite Batman stories.
Yeah,
which I hope they do in high volume.
That would be cool. That would be good. Yes. All right. Cool beans. Well, everybody, if you made it this far, thanks for hanging out with us here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone. You can check us out at our website at www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2, GEKSMIC.com. And there you'll find all things Two Geeks. You can get to our merch page, our Ko-fi page, to our podcast page, everything right there. But if you want to go straight to our merch page, that's going to be twogeeksmicmerch.com. Number 2, GEKSMICMERCH.com. And then also check out our Ko-fi page. Ko-fi page is at ko-fi.com/2geeks. There we've got a $1 tier, $2 tier, and $3 tier. We keep it simple, small, just because just helps us pay for what we do here. So we appreciate the opportunity and that. If you want to reach out to us and say, hey, please do. The website is show@twogeeksmic.com. That's SHOW at the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. Mike watches those religiously. So if you have any questions or anything on those, please feel free to reach out to us. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Mike?
No, just if you made it this far, please make sure and go like us on all the socials. We are active on Facebook and Instagram. I try and make frequent posts over there, some of them being memes that I might have stolen from somebody else or memes that I might have made myself. Sometimes I do that. And I try to put, fun things like geeky relevant information such as upcoming releases or anniversaries of releases and stuff like that. I try to be pretty active on those things to give you fun, geeky information. And also the information you would get on there is when we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. And Rumble. And we are on Rumble this morning because I got the link set up. Correct. Woo. All right. Last words, funny antidotes, anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. With that said, please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
may the force be with you.